Welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and Carlton Club Corner, episode 9. So I've received so much feedback from all of you, so keep it coming. I enjoy hearing your thoughts on the Blues. Let's get started. Okay, we'll start with our win over Gold Coast. A couple of things I want to take out of this one. Firstly, Cripps and Walsh. I want to see what you did against Gold Coast against Port Adelaide this week. Because it's no good doing it against a local footy team. That's what I call Gold Coast, a local footy team. Because when they travel to Melbourne, they don't even show up. Literally, there's no point. So don't get sucked in by the performance of Cripps and Walsh. Look, I love Walshy. You know my feelings on Cripper. But they did play well. They were fantastic. But again, against Gold Coast in Melbourne, it's a moot point. Also, Carlton look so much better when he who shall not be named, it's number 27 for all of you that don't know, doesn't play. Tom De Koning is our number one ruckman and should be the only ruckman selected each and every week. I've been down this path before where ruckman, unless you're a Max Gone, are overrated. Okay? So, not only do you only need one, you can play anyone of size in the ruck. Harry can pinch hit. McGovern can pinch hit. Kemp can pinch hit in the ruck if we need to. So there's absolutely no need to play 27 again unless there's an injury to TDK. Also, when Tom De Koning plays in the ruck, it opens up the forward line. So we haven't got three tools just getting in each other's way, which has been happening, right? Funnily enough, Charlie kicked his highest haul of the year, 4 goals. He's kicked it twice, against Brisbane and against Gold Coast, and that's when De Koning was only playing ruck. So our first ruck and no second ruckman. It's funny that, isn't it? So, Vossi, have you seen enough? The proof's in the pudding. One ruckman, and it's Tom De Koning. TDK also racked up 25 touches on the weekend, which is his career high. So again, Vossi, the experiment of 2 rucks should never be looked at again. Never, ever, ever. Nobody's got 2 good ruckmen. Not one team in the AFL has got 2 fantastic ruckmen. It's a fact, so let it go. Okay. So on to this week against Port Adelaide. I truly believe our finals start this week, if they haven't already started, which is sickening to think because after 5 rounds, we'll sit in second on the ladder or on top of the ladder, whatever. All of a sudden, we've just gone. Whew. Now, if every week is a finals game, almost. I mean, we're sitting 8th at the moment, so it's not like, I'm saying anything out of the ordinary here. It's only round 12. What's gone wrong that all of a sudden we see ourselves cling to 8th spot when really we should be fighting for the top 4 so we don't have to go into state and play a final and we get 2 chances. Because if we had those 2 chances last year, the way we were playing in the finals, probably would have made the grand final, and who knows what would have happened on grand final day. It's a must win. It's a must win this week because our next 3 weeks are very, very tough. So we could either win 1 or 2 of those or we could win none of them. It's very feasible. Getting back to Port Adelaide this Thursday. We just don't win these games, these interstate games. I don't know why. We're fine when we play in Melbourne, and it's probably the Gold Coast thing. They come to Melbourne, they're useless. We're not useless, but we give ourselves a shot and then we just capitulate. It just stops. At some point, it just ends. Whether that's the second quarter, third quarter. We always get off to these amazing starts. We did it against Sydney a few weeks ago. We're 4 or 5 goals up and we lost by 50 points. We did it against Brisbane in the preliminary final last year. We were 6 goals up. 5 or 6 goals up and lost by 4 goals. I don't understand what happens when we go interstate. It's actually frustrating. So, Carlton, Win this game. Make a huge statement. Consolidate yourselves in the 8. It's very important. Now, as I just mentioned, Vossi, nothing stupid at selection this week. Please. Don't bring back 27. Drop Owies, who, again, was subbed out tactically. He just doesn't do nowhere near enough to what he should be doing. Yeah, he kicks a goal here and there, but he's unsighted for the rest of the game. Hence why he keeps getting subbed off. So, it's time to bring in Motlop if he's fit. One of my hobby horses, Zach Williams. He's gotten a reprieve up forward, kicking 4 goals on the weekend. Again, caveat against Gold Coast. Your papers are stamped down back, Zachy boy. Okay? Never to play in defence again. So here's your chance up forward to resurrect your career. This is it. This is your last-ditch effort to become a fully fledged AFL footballer, because it ain't down back. I can tell you. Now, the reasons I'm bringing up these same players is because it's always Owies, Zach Williams, 27. They're the ones that I feel don't contribute enough or let us down constantly. Everyone has bad games, don't get me wrong, but I don't think there's much more in those 3 that I just mentioned than what they're giving, but yet they consistently play games of football, and it frustrates the hell out of me. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with these 3 players. On a positive note, Kennedy, Elijah Hollins, they've picked up the slack. It's good to see Sardi down back again. Good to see him back, down back, if you know what I'm saying. He's more important than almost anyone with his runs and creativity from defence. For me, the backline's complete, if you ask me. No room for Marchbank. I'm sorry, but we can't keep playing these guys who constantly get injured. We need continuity in that backline. Kemp, Weeders, McGovern, they're our tools, along with Boyd, Sard, and Newman. I'm happy with that. I think that's as good as it gets, to be honest. I just feel we really, really need Chera back in the midfield. Because as it stands, we're 2-1 pace, and I reckon we get found out against quicker sides like Port Adelaide and Essendon to a certain extent. Even Collingwood, we sort of got, I don't know, we're just 2-1 paced. Apart from Walsh, who's got a bit of toe. The others, George Hewitt, Cripps, we know they're all slowish or same type of player. Kennedy, although I like Kennedy. But we need some spark in there, Maybe Motlop can go in there, pinch hit in there. We don't have that spark, A lot of the good teams have got that spark that goes in there that can, change up the look of the midfield. So, can we win this week? Of course we can. But, and this is a but, we need Charlie 1 out in the forward line. Alia is probably the best, if not one of the best intercept defenders in the AFL. But one-on-one, he's not so great. So we need to isolate him against Charlie and try and exploit him. And that'll go a long way to us winning this week. I think Charlie can kick 4 or 5, and then that leaves a few around him just to kick, when you need 14 goals to beat Port Adelaide, I believe. If Charlie can have a day out, which he needs to, again, I'm not counting Gold Coast, kick 4 goals against Gold Coast. 4-4, actually, so put your kicking boots on, Charlie. I really believe that he needs to kick, 4 to 5 for us to have a chance winning this week. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully we're going to win Thursday. We really, really need it. So there you have it. Another episode of Carlton Club Corner in the books. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about the Blues. I love reading your comments, and I will reply to all of you. And we'll see you in the next one. Go Blues.